mucha sal, mucha, mucha, mucha sal. De los que hablan con la L que hacen todo hasta el final. Un creyente boricua con bomba para fincar. En medio de la tormenta gozando con la brincar.
From the rejuvenated Gaslamp Quarter in downtown San Diego, MLB The Show has baseball from Petco Park. This evening, an exciting pairing of wild card contenders between the LA Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Blake Snell gets the start for San Diego in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
You know, the key for Blake Snell is getting him out on that mound every 5 days. He's had some injuries over the course of his career, but there's no doubting the stuff. He's another guy, upper 90s fastball, good curveball. His slider's gotten a lot better, and he'll mix in an occasional changeup. This guy has a chance to be a dynamic pitcher every time he takes the mound.
Trey Turner is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
First pitch, 7-11.
A bouncer to the left side. Machado is there. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Well, if you're superstitious and believe in omens, this is really a bad sign. First hitter of the game, first chance to set the tone, and he sails the throw. We'll see if that was a fluke or the beginning of a trend.
Next up is Max Muncy. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Turner leads off second with nobody out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, I noticed pitcher's getting ahead right here. He's got the hitter down 0-2. But to this guy in the box, might want to just live on the corners a little bit more. You keep missing down the middle, something's not coming back.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Back goes Grisham to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I'm going to have to keep a close eye on Trey Turner. He's having a really nice season, hitting over 300 coming into this one. We all know that that's the magic number. When you hit over 300 for a season, you've got plenty to be proud of. Now we'll see if he can keep it up over the rest of the year.
Into the box now, Justin Turner. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Comes into his first at-bat at 283. An even 20 home runs and 66 driven in. On, he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Too high. 1-2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit hard down the line. And a base hit as the run will come in to score from third, and it's now a 1-0 lead for the Dodgers.
No, you try and execute a pitch, Dan. I'll leave you to answer that. But right there as a batter, you see the infield back. You take everything, all the variables into consideration. You're not trying to do too much. Anything on the ground that stays off the corners gets you an RBI. Now mix in the fact that it found the hole, and he's got a knock to go with it.
You know, it's so frustrating as a pitcher, D-Row. You think what you make is a good pitch, infield playing back, a ball is able to sneak through, a base hit and a run batted in. So close, but yet so far from getting out of that inning unscathed.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Grisham charging forward. He gets there, and that's the second out. Next, it'll be Corey Seager. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Has a look, now the pitch. 2 out with the man at first. And he fouls this one off. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on base. Walker Buehler, a Kentucky-born right-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties, and if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
In the hit will be Trent Grisham, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. Now here's the first offering. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled away. Another try at 2-2. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at and the count moves full.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Fouled off. Once again, a 3-2. Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. As soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first base line. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. He'll step in here at 275, 31 homers and 71 runs batted in. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
This is a tough guy to turn two on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with one strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1. And he fouls this one off. A runner at first with no outs here. Fouled away. The payoff pitch one more time. Another one sent foul. And that misses for ball four. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Here's Manny Machado now, trying here to plate the tying run from second. First offering on its way as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. The numbers on the year, 272, 17 home runs, and 59 RBIs. As a look, now the pitch. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first. And that means two men are in scoring position now with two away.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Austin Nola.
Striding in is Austin Nola, the potential tying run for him at third base. first delivery to him. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all four quadrants.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Grisham, the runner at third. Tatis at second with 2 gone. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher.
You know, this isn't a ballpark that yields a lot of runs, so when you've got a chance like this to put some early runs on the board, it becomes really important to do so.
Good eye to lay off the knuckle curve that time, and he makes it a full count.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Here's the payoff pitch. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Padres leave a pair. They trail this one 1-0. Now at the plate, Chris Taylor. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting seventh, the catcher, Will Smith.
Next to stand in is Will Smith. Here's the first pitch to him. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Row, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. The 1-0 is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball. 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch as he rips it on the ground to second. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Dodgers lead 1. Played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Last half of the second set to go. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Eric Hosmer.
Now the pitch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
So here's Will Myers. This pitch is popped up. Seager waits on it. 2 down. Base is empty, 2 away, and that brings up Adam Frazier. First pitch on its way. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Well, they're certainly letting you know as an offensive unit that they're going to be patient. As a pitcher on the mound right now, you have to recognize that and start attacking in the zone early.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
3-1 to him now. He pops it up. Coming in is Pollock. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. This is hit pretty well out to left field. Myers going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
This thing stays in the park, but let me tell you something. He absolutely crushed this thing. This park is no bandbox. It takes a lot to get one out of here, and he almost does it. It carried a long time and hit it halfway up the wall for a long double.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Hey, boys, he's lucky he's getting this pitch back right here. That's normally a wipeout pitch down and away. He hung that one. It looked like he almost confused the hitter.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And it's fouled away.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Now batting, the third baseman, Justin.
Stepping in once again is Justin Turner. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on the mound have been executing every pitch.
1-0 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. 1-1 the count.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
2 balls and a strike now. Here's the 2-1. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full. 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Now batting, the left.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
We can't hear it from here, obviously, but I think someone in the dugout just yelled, "Wear it," because that could have been a run. Nope.
Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. Two pitch is fouled away. From the belt, the pitch. Hit hard up the middle. Fielded cleanly. A bare hand for 1. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
A base is loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Next at the plate will be Corey Seager. High in the air out to center field. Grisham makes the catch to end the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for LA. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Dodgers lead it 2-0.
We're back as the Padres line up readies for their third turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. And one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. First pitch of the AB now.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence, he's got great body language on the mound, he's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Bellinger's in pursuit, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder.
Digging in now for San Diego, Trent Grisham. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. One out, nobody on. Two and one after the foul ball there. And the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. On the move is Pollock. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. Two gone now.
Now batting, right fielder.
So the bases are empty with two gone now. And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. First pitch on its way. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0.
Hey, a two-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
High in the air out to center field. Bellinger's under it. And he's got it for the final out of the frame. Padres down in order. They're down 2-0.
Is this redemption for my soul?
And back at Petco Park in San Diego as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Digging in will be Chris Taylor. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
Running hard, he's digging for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, you look at his numbers, and there's no doubt he's faring much better against lefties, hitting better than .400 against them this season. And when you see swings like this, you can see why.
Here now is Will Smith. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. It crashes off the Western Metal Building, and it's out of here. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. Number 21 for him on the season as the Dodgers have increased their lead now 4-0.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. Out in front of it, strike one. The numbers offensively pretty dismal to this point, down in the 170s to start play. 8 home runs and 25 driven in. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Bellinger is often heralded for his defensive capabilities patrolling the outfield, so much in fact it's not uncommon to hear the word elite when used in talking about his skill set. So I guess it goes without saying that his pitcher teammates always appreciate having him out there behind them.
Yeah, he just seems to be in the right place at the right time. I don't know if he could see the signs from out there, but it almost seems like he gets a jump before the pitch even reaches home plate.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Padres' Road to the Show report. 2 players that this organization has to be happy about right now. So now to the plate, Walker Buehler. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Fouled off. Down the left field line and deep, but this will wind up being a foul ball. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at-bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Here now is Trey Turner, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A rare 3-0 curveball drops in. 3-1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on the base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle. Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
And now, Max Muncy. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
Now a throw over, and the runner will get back standing. First pitch coming. Here it is. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball two. Here's a look over to first, just keeping him close. And another throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Now the 2-0 home. Too high, and it's 3-0.
3-ball count now, and we were just talking about how losing control of your pitches is a telltale sign of running out of gas, and I think this might be his last hitter if he doesn't get him out.
And he misses again, ball four, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
So 2 on with 2 away, and digging in at the plate will be Justin Turner. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to short, scooped up. There's Frazier at second for the out, and the inning is over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 4-0 LA. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And set to go as the third baseman, Manny Machado.
Third baseman, Manny Machado.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. One ball, one strike to count. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Fastball in there, 3-2.
Slow down, 3-2.
Hit sharply on the ground. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Next to the plate for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now here's the first offering. Cronenworth, a 27-year-old. He's a second-year big leaguer. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error for the Padres so far. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that misses 2-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Oh, and a great knuckle curve just buckled him there, and there are 2 gone. 2 down, no one on base, and that brings up Austin Nola. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Two out, nobody on. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're down 4-0. Ryan Weathers, a 6'1" southpaw, will be the one that gets the call from the bullpen here. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring up A.J. Pollock. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Count even now at 1-1. So far this year against southpaws, Pollock is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Matty, he struggled this season against left-handed pitching, but maybe a little shot of confidence with the manager putting him in the lineup today.
The 2-1 home. Fastball just missed above the zone. Corey Seager waits on deck. Three-two pitch. Popped him up. Nola is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 1.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here's Corey Seager. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Just missing here, 2-0. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. Now the 2-0 is in there for strike 1.
He's gotten a favorable call or two at the plate in this at-bat, so that take on 2-0 is probably a result of feeling like the umpires got a pretty tight zone. Didn't go his way that time, though.
Bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. So 2 out, nobody on. And in to hit next, it'll be the ever-versatile Chris Taylor, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Tatis is camped under this one, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers, but they're in front 4-0.
Bounce with it, just bounce with it. Everybody wanna come, I'm announcing it. I'm always gonna get it, I'm always gonna.
Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings, the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base paths if they can get somebody on.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. A ball and a strike to the Padres' first baseman.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Outside, 2-1. Line hard, deep into left. Pollock is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's Will Myers. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Right side, hit hard, and that is through into right field for a single.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first two pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
So here's Adam Frazier as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through. Here comes the 0-1. Pitch misses low. The throw down is there, and he's out trying to take second. Reach as he makes the catch, and he took a header along with it, but he saved extra bases as the side is retired. Final look at this tumbling catch out there in right field. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and that brings up Will Smith.
That last at-bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run, but listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
Ball one to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. Fouled away. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. Here comes the 1-2. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Here's another 2-2. Fouled off.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think to say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it? Didn't happen.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Grisham is under this one. One gone. So here's Cody Bellinger. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
You know, D-Row, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Stepping in now, Walker Buehler. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the pitch. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. And that's the second out. Stepping in next, Trey Turner, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And now the first pitch.
Tough to lay off a breaking ball that good, but he saw it all the way.
Here's a fastball low, and he's behind 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Two and 1 the count to Trey Turner.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
And there he goes towards second. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out. And the inning is over. Trying to move into scoring position with 2 away, but not to be as we get another look. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball. After this, Tommy Pham is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. A dozen home runs and 38 runs batted in. The 1-0.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
3-0 now.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
.30 pitch. And that one Misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Up next, Trent Grisham flew out last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Chopped at third. Tough to get to. One there. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Next to hit, Fernando Tatis Jr. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Throw over to first, and he's back easily. Grisham stands at first with one out. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
The 2-0 on the way. A swing and a miss, strike one.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. There's one. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Nothing doing there for the Friars. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Joe Musgrove is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Into the box, Max Muncy. First pitch on the way.
1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 2-0 on the way. And he fouls this one off. Musgrove is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Onto the party porch and gone. Solo shot to right center. 29 home runs for him on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Yeah, and if you remember the previous pitch, he couldn't get around on a fastball and was mad at himself. Well, there's nothing to be mad about anymore unless you're the guy standing on the mound wondering what just happened.
At the plate, Justin Turner. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 0-1 on its way. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
The 1-2. swing and a ball hit out toward right center. And Tatis is there for out number 1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, A.J. Pollock. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, we used to have a saying right here. You would stride to the plate for this AB trying to chop wood. Not in today's game. You just want to get your bat plane on the same path of the ball. Can't continue to swing under those elevated heaters.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Full count, 3-2. Corey Seager will be next. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will, and Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Here's Corey Seager as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Fouled away. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seager. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Next to hit is Chris Taylor. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Taylor behind, 0-2 the count.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
A runner on first with 2 away. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. 3-2 now.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. get up and stretch. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Padres nothing. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Manny Machado.
Manny Machado.
First pitch on the way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. First pitch on its way. And that misses low and away, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Padres shortstop ahead with a 3-ball 1-strike count. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Back goes Taylor, still ranging back, and it's gone. Solo shot to right center. Number 18 for him on the campaign, and they're on the board at 6-1.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows, finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat, being shut out all game, but not anymore.
That'll bring up Austin Nola. As he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. On the move is Taylor. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out. Eric Hosmer to the plate now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the AB now.
Ball, that's it.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
This is popped up. Seager trying to get there. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that, they'll end the inning. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. 7 complete here tonight. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Padres 1. Emilio Pagan has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So now to the plate, Will Smith. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. And the pitch. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Now here's one high and deep to left. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Cody Bellinger will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. The next 3-2. Clips the inside corner for strike 3.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Standing in now, Cody Bellinger, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. Fielded cleanly, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The pitcher, number 21, Walker Buehler.
Into the box, Walker Buehler, wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. 2 away for the Dodgers here in the 8th. And that'll bring up one of the fastest players in all the land, Trey Turner. First pitch coming. Here it is.
0-1's the count.
Bellinger at second with 2 down. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1 left for LA. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Will Myers.
The left fielder.
First pitch on its way.
Myers.
Ball 1, taken just off the inside. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here off the bat of Will Myers. Home run number 16 for him on the year. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Man, that swing right there, Dan, that had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, when that'll rattle you a little bit. This guy's been throwing the ball great, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's in there. Base hit.
The pitcher, number 14, Emilio.
Now here's the Dodgers skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart after working 7+, and he stands to be the winning pitcher in this one.
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Jake Marisnick will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Marisnick.
From the stretch, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. The batting average down in the low 210s. 5 homers and 23 driven in. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0. From the belt, the pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Grounded back up the middle. Turner has it to second for one, and that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play. Final line there for the Dodgers starting pitcher. He was great all night long.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
Into the box now, Trent Grisham, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Comes set, and the 0-1. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and so far he doesn't seem nervous or like he's trying to do too much. That's easier said than done.
Chopped up the line to first. Another 0-2 coming. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Padres get one in the inning, and it comes on the solo home run. On to the 9th inning from Petco Park. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Friars 2.
It's so convincing, but something's missing. The sun is kissing my face and erasing my doubts. I'm going out with the bang.
Pierce Johnson enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Max Muncy. Now the first pitch as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Third baseman, Justin Turner.
To the plate now, Justin Turner. Turner swings, and it's a very well hit ball to left. Myers going back at the track, and it's gone onto the lower basket of the Western Metal Building. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, number 21 for him on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Now back, left field.
In now, A.J. Pollock. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Two balls and no strikes.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Now the 2-0 home. High and deep down the left field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And the 2-1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Full count now, 3-2. Sean Anderson is forced onto the mound now following the injury. Now the 3-2 pitch. Freezes him, a strikeout looking.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
At the plate, Corey Seager. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Still only 1 out in the inning. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. Right fielder looking up. Gone! A solo home run for Corey Seager. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Yeah, Matty V, you don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this, wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. The 1-0 home.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 2-1 home.
Whoa, that's down.
Will Smith waits on deck. 3 runs already home here. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
Now batting, the catcher, Will.
Digging in next, Will Smith. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. Don't want to forget about him. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
So now to the plate, Cody Bellinger.
Nope.
Unable to find the zone with the slider. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the 1-0. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Down the left field line and deep. And foul. The 2-1.
Ball 3.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
The 3-1. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Matt Beatty will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. And now the first pitch. Comes in with an average of 265. 5 homers and 34 driven in. that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1.
That's
3-1 now, and I think he wanted to know where that one was.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting at fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is worse than having to battle not only the hitter, but the umpire as well. He didn't get some of the calls there, but there's nothing he can do about that now. Just got to go right after the next guy.
Austin Adams comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Trey Turner will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Has a look, now the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-0. Line drive to left, and that's in there, base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And the second run will score as well.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Into the box, Max Muncy, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Smoke. Oh, and this hits the bag at second base. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. When we looked at this game on paper before it started, I don't think any of us thought it would go down like this.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Standing in now, Justin Turner, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Frazier's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But tack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. LA's on top, 12-2. Shane Green, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Sent on the ground out to second. Turner fields it cleanly, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. And in steps Manny Machado. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Machado.
First pitch on its way. On the ground to the left side. Throw on to first, and the Padres are down to their final out now.
Now batting, shortstop.
Next, here is Jake Cronenworth. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Two out, nobody on. Shoots this one to first. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. Stepping in now, Austin Nola, as he sends it on the ground to first. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. 12-2, the final score in this ball game. The Dodgers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Walker Buehler records the victory, his 13th of the year. Blake Snell was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.